Check it. All right, what up? This video is going to be short, sweet, and to the point, not as detailed as your normal weekly outlook and prediction, but still filled with information that you need to know. And I forgot to mention in the spy section, there's going to be a surprise speech from Powell at about 1:55 p.m. So things are going to be crazy this week. But we're going to hop into the technicals for AMC, GME, let you know what you need to look for in key levels and much, much more in this video. Let's not waste any more time and hop into charts, facts, data. Let's go. All right, y'all, what is up? This is going to be a quick video, all right? So it's not going to be as detailed as my normal weekly outlook and prediction. It's not going to be breaking everything down, but there's a few things that I want to get in here. I wasn't even going to do a video today, but there's a few things that I really wanted to talk about that were really important. So I'm going to talk about that here on this video and let you guys know what's up and what we could expect. And of course, I'll be posting in the Discord as well. So first thing I want to point out here is for GME. You can see how GME is now retested and breaking out of this bullish pennant that has been accumulating over the past couple of days. So we had this push up for GME stock. They announced that they got the dilution was over, that was at the money offering was done. And we're seeing this accumulation, and I believe that GME is about to push to the upside towards like 23.97, maybe even 25.42. Okay, if we can break above that 25.42 level, that would be good to push towards that $30 range, which is ultimately what we want as a GME holder, to see GME get to those more volatile price targets. Now, GME looks like it is getting ready to set up to do this possibly as early as Monday or Tuesday. As you can see that we actually came down, retested it, and broke out, and we are now back above these critical levels. As long as GME stays above the level of 22.43, you're going to see a push to the upside, and I have a strong bet that you're probably going to see a bullish Monday here for GME, and I think you're going to see a bullish week for GME stock as it starts to push towards that $25 range. The major level that we need to break above before getting above $25 is 23.12. So we want to look for that to be broken. If we can break above that, you're going to see a decent move to the upside here for GME stock. And of course, if we get towards $25, things could get exciting, and ultimate goal is going to be that $30 range for GME. But I do think we're gonna have a green week for GME. This is a beautiful accumulation. You can't get anything better than this. We're starting to get green MACD. This is exactly what you want to see: a breakout, a retest, and we are now back above critical levels. So I think you're going to see a continuation to the upside for GME stock. You can see the Bollinger Bands are very, very tight, letting us know volatility is built up, and you're ready to see a move here on this stock. You can see that the MACD is curling up. Not yet green, but we're above the blue medium line. There's a ton of aspects showing that GME is going to remain bullish. You can see that Alligator has an overall uptrend, and that uptrend is intact. So again, a ton of things saying to me that GME is going to continue to the upside, and I am bullish on GME for this week, and I will have plays in the Discord, which I talked about already last week for GME for this week. So I think GME is going to be bullish this week. Let's go ahead and move into AMC. Show you what's going for AMC. So AMC had a move to the downside for the past couple of weeks. You can see that we've been in this overall downtrend, basically had a capitulation here where we found a bottom around that $4.40 level, which was what I called out. The absolute bottom was $4.36. So you can see we came down, hit that bottom, and got a bounce to the upside around that $4.40 range, which I said would be the low. And we are now moving back to the upside. What I want to see AMC do is break above this sloping resistance here. That would be a sign that this overall downtrend that we've been in is over. Now that we have seen a bottom, though, it looks like AMC is going to start recovering. And if we see GME start to push up, this would be bullish for AMC to continue momentum as well. This is why I think AMC is actually going to be able to see a green week this week and reverse this downside momentum that we've been seeing for the past couple of weeks here for AMC stock. Again, we've been in an overall downtrend for the past couple of days / weeks here for AMC stock. I believe that this is now reversing. You've seen a downtrend, a capitulation, and now we're getting a bounce out of that. And I think that this overall accumulation range is actually getting ready to push to the upside. Of course, you always come down for liquidity to get a spring before moving to the upside, especially in these major accumulation ranges. And I believe that's what we're seeing here for AMC stock. And I talked about extensively why I believe that this is an accumulation range and why I think we're going to see a move to the upside in my other videos. So I'm not going to break that all down here, but there's a ton of reasons to be bullish here on AMC stock as far as I am concerned. And again, we could put on the technicals. You can see green weekly MACD, green monthly MACD, all of the same things that I determined the Bitcoin bull run with. You can see that we have the super trend here going green on the weekly as well. Again, key indications that this is an accumulation range, and you're going to see a push to the upside here for AMC stock. Every time we've come down to these low levels, you can see we sprung back to the upside. So I'm thinking that's what we're going to see here for AMC. It's going to spring back to the upside, and we're going to see it head back up, and we're gonna have a green week. Now, what we're looking for here on a smaller time frame is to hold $4.50. As long as we hold $4.50, you can see a continuation up towards 460. The main level we want to break above is 467. That way we can get above the key level of 472, and then obviously move into $5. I would really love to see AMC back above 472. That's a key price point. That's been a key price point in this accumulation range, and that would give me a lot of confidence if I could see AMC back above 472. So keep that number in your mind. If we break above that this week, that it's going to be very, very bullish for AMC, especially if we can hold that level. But I do think we're going to continue to the upside. I think we're going to see a reversal from this overall downtrend and be able to pull off a green week this week. Now I'm going to go ahead and go into SPY and show you guys what's going on for SPY. So SPY, I think, is topping out. I think SPY is topping out. I told you guys SPY would come up to about 575 and then pull back. You can see the actual top was literally 575. Make sure you like and subscribe for accurate technical analysis. So you can see that SPY has something called bearish divergence. RSI is trending down while price is continuing to trend up. And again, this is building out on the bigger time frames, and this bearish divergence will play out. I showed you guys examples in other videos. I'm not going to do that here again. I'm trying to break this one down quickly. So I think SPY is actually going to see a red week this week, in my personal opinion. If you go ahead and look at the weekly candle from last week, it was a gravestone doji, indication of a top, an indication of weakness, okay? This is a uptrend with a gravestone doji here. Also, RSI is getting extremely overbought on these bigger time frames. You can see here on the 4-hour time frame, we're close to getting overbought, but on the daily time frame, we're close to getting overbought. And then, of course, on the monthly time frame, we are literally overbought. And I think the market is topping out, in my personal opinion. Again, in 2007, when we cut by 50 basis points, the market rallied before absolute crash in 2008. We all know what happened in 2008. You can see here on the weekly time frame, you have bearish divergence as well. Price continuing up, RSI continuing down. I think this is going to lead into an overall bigger correction, in my personal opinion. But we have to start with this blow off top. So I think we're actually going to see a pullback. This bearish divergence is going to play out. Is it going to be the absolute crash right now? I don't know. Let's see if we break key levels. There is a ton of gap fills to the downside. NASDAQ still has a little bit upside gap fill, so the market could go higher, in my personal opinion. I think we could see a pullback and maybe a push a little bit higher. NASDAQ fill this gap and then a pull down. That would take SPY higher. But overall, I think the market is getting close to topping out. For at least this local rally, you're going to see a decent pullback before any type of continuation to the upside and or maybe a total crash to the downside. So we'll talk about that when that happens. But as far as this week, I think we're going to see a red week. Levels you want to look to see if they're confirming up or downside is going to be this 571.14. If SPY cannot get back above that, that's going to confirm that we are indeed about to move to the downside. And if we get below 568.71, that is going to be also more confirmation that SPY will be moving to the downside. So watch for those key levels on Monday, and I will be trying to stream. So make sure you guys lock in and subscribe to get those technicals as they unfold. But as far as the week for SPY, I think it's going to be a red weekly candle. Now, Bitcoin is looking good. I'm going to do Bitcoin short, sweet to the point. Bitcoin's in its overall bull flag accumulation. Green buy signal in the daily time frame, green MACD as well. This looks good, in my personal opinion, for Bitcoin to possibly even break out of this bull flag here in a short period of time. Now, I have it that it'll probably reject, come back down, and then go back up. But there's a chance, because of what we're seeing with the rate cuts and everything going on, that Bitcoin could just take off, okay? And I'm very, very bullish on Bitcoin. I've explained why, because of the fixed cap, because of the degradation of the dollar, how the dollar keeps devaluing. I've gone on it time and time again. I believe Bitcoin, Ethereum, coins like that are going to be some of the best performing assets, especially coming up as if we get into this more turbulent time in the economy, which I do think is coming. So Bitcoin, I'm bullish on. We could be breaking out of this bull flag very, very soon. If Bitcoin can stay above the key levels of 65,500, you could definitely see that move, and it looks like it's trying to hold that level of support now. So if Bitcoin goes back towards 69 and 72K, it's going to be breaking out of the bull flag, and that's going to be very, very significant if it gets back to these levels, as it could take off to a much higher high, and BTC could be having another leg to the upside for the Bitcoin bull run that I called way back at 15K. Guys, this was the weekly outlook and prediction. Make sure you hit like and subscribe for more content like this. I appreciate it if you watch the video to the end. And as always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out. All right, y'all, that was the video. If you found it informative, go ahead and drop a like. Press subscribe for more content like this. Remember, you can check me out on Twitter and Discord for even more DataZero updates. And as always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.